season is here, and SeatGeek is my go-to for buying tickets. Now, with SeatGeek, every single ticket is backed with their buyer guarantee. We've all had plans change, and when you can't make it to the big game, SeatGeek has you covered. They're the only ticketer that allows you to return your tickets ahead of the event for credit with SeatGeek swaps. So when things come up, I know that my tickets won't go to waste. So what are you waiting for? Download the SeatGeek app to maximize your possibilities and shop live events with confidence.
National Streaming Sports is brought to you in part by BetUs.com, designed for true fans. NFL odds, Week 1 and futures, college football odds, including Heisman Trophy favorites and playoff odds, NBA odds of division winners and playoffs, Major League Baseball playoff and World Series odds, the National Hockey League Conference playoffs and Stanley Cup odds, and boxing wagers. Betting opportunities include versus the spreads and outright winners, also during the game. Use our link on our website, nessp.info, the Bet Us Opportunities webpage, for a 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits. Must be 21 years old, and remember, bet responsibly.
Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me?
Not a game. We talking about practice.
We thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
A different me, I'm coming. I'm flat out coming.
It's my quarterback. And if you guys do that, man, it's unfair.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to another edition of the Sports Report Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. William D. Morgan, coming to you on YouTube, coming to you on Twitch, and of course, National Streaming Sports. God, your boy's tired. Let me go ahead and bring everybody on the line. Woo! I'm going to bring my co-host in. He's forgot more baseball than I will ever know. My man 7 What's going on, brother?
What is up, big dog? How you doing?
Chilling, man. Chilling. Just happy that the Mets got one today. I don't think we get no more, but at least we got one, damn it.
I don't know, man. I like that series. I think I agree with what Ed was saying before we started. I think that's gonna go. I think it's gonna go to 7.
I just think the pitching for the Dodgers is just.
That's their problem. That's the Dodgers' problem. And Kershaw actually said on a recent interview that he's coming back next year. I want to talk to Erica about that. Man, it's playoff baseball, man. It's the best time of year.
Oh yeah, it is. It is for sure. Just glad to see my Mets in it. Let me go ahead and bring in my man from the Geek Gauntlet as well, my man Ando. Ando, what's up, man?
What's up, people? How we doing tonight?
Bro.
Welcome to the broadcast. Glad to see everybody here. Ready to rock and roll, man.
If you guys hadn't checked our sister podcast, the Geek Gauntlet podcast on Saturday night, you are missing a treat. That thing was on for 2 straight hours.
Yep. And an hour and a half, we were only talking about Sparky, and Sparky's in timeout tonight because of his actions from the Geek Gauntlet podcast. So, yep.
The last time a dragon got abused like this,
oh my god,
movie.
Yep. Yeah. Well, couldn't keep his horns to himself.
In our resident, then we're bringing in our resident Dodger fan. Then we bring in Erica. Erica, what's up? What's going on with you, girl?
Hi, everybody. Not much.
How you doing?
I'm glad
chill,
we at least got our game 1 and put some numbers up. But
you let the Mets put some numbers up in game 2. Let me tell you.
Hey, but you know what? I mean, in all reality, I don't care because it's even now. We got game 1, shutout. Did you guys get any points on the board there? Well, no. Okay. Now today, game 2, we didn't get shut out. We got on the board, right? So I can't really.
I did get on the board. That's true.
Yeah, and Dak
I'm just glad the
Prescott
Mets got one because
150 yards in garbage time. So
like
yeah.
I told you, and
shit.
and I think Ando is correct. I think this might you got two of the highest payrolls in baseball right now, so going at it. So we'll see.
I think as a
I think the
fan, I
Dodgers
think
are a
I'd be
better team,
disappointed
but you
if
never
it
know.
didn't go. I think I'd be disappointed as a fan if that didn't go to 6 or 7. The Yankees and the Guardians will probably go 5 Yankees.
They'll probably
The
go
way that
5
they're
even.
playing
Yeah.
tonight, yeah, probably 5 games, if not a sweep, the way that the Yankees are playing. But I think what we saw with the Mets and the Dodgers for games 1 and 2, that's going to be a knockout, drag-out series.
All right, let me go ahead and bring in the fellas from the OG player versus team. First, let me bring my man John in. John, what's up?
What's up with it?
What up, John?
How you doing, man?
What's up, man?
I'm all right, man.
Doing good, bro?
1 point loss. Kiss. The Oregon Ducks can still kiss my ass.
Man. Okay, I want to ask you this real quick on that. Do you think Ryan Day could have done a better job with clock management in that game?
He always could do a better job. Always. It's
This is
always a
true.
big game with him. Always a big game with him.
Yep.
Now, I don't know what the fuck Will Howard decided to do toward the end. I don't know what the fuck it. Say fucking baseball. You don't just slide for no good reason.
No.
But you know,
Hey,
It's
John,
all-
you know what the worst day of the week is?
whatever day your team loses.
Ryan Day. That's the worst day of the week. Ryan Day.
Damn. Damn. Let me
Way to
bring
go,
in
Ando.
the next person
Way to
up.
go.
He is the resident Philadelphia everything hater. And he live in the area. Let me bring my man Kyle in. Kyle, what's up?
Yo, Kyle, can't be having Sour Patch Kids if you're not sharing them, bro. Come on.
I don't know what to tell you, Ando.
Okay, fair enough. I'll go out and get my own.
I don't know what to tell
He
you.
made him do it.
Kyle, he's a little salty because his Sour Patch is in timeout right now, so he wanted you to share some of yours.
Yep. Yep.
I try not to do this every time I get on here.
I'm gonna try and see the
Erica, you seem to start the party, and that's okay. But
She's a bad influence on
I
everybody.
can't only be I cannot be the only female. I have to be something gooder and more better than just being a woman.
Yeah.
And yes, I know I
Understand.
said gooder. It is not a word, but I did say it.
Hey, for
Make
the
those
first
words
one
every
You did
podcast,
say
we'll let
it.
it
Gooder.
slide.
You did say it. All
It's
right.
that
Let's
OU
go ahead
education,
and
front and center.
Well, she's a Dodgers fan. What do you expect? How's that education down there in California?
damn.
I mean, no offense, any education
Damn.
in Oklahoma education, so you can't.
Damn.
Yep. Yep. They thought 3 points was going to win in the game against Texas.
All right, let me go. The first thing I want to do, I want to go ahead and talk about the championship series you got going on in MLB. Right now, we got my Mets tied with Erica's Dodgers. Right now, I predicted in the group chat that the Dodgers would win this series. But again, the Mets got their win in today, so we'll see. Let me go over the 7 real quick. 7, what's your breakdown of all this?
So, first of all, when we look at this series with the Mets and the Dodgers managed to get a beast off of their back in the LDS in not fucking up a playoff series. They almost fucked it up. Like, I'm talking like close enough that if it was Ando standing behind Sparky would be
oh shit, man.
like it was close.
Damn.
But they managed to close it out. To the Dodgers' credit, they managed to close it out. And that was despite the fact that, in truth, some of the bigger names in the Dodgers lineup, like Shohei, did not show up in the LDS like they should have. But we have also we saw last night, the Dodgers were knocking it around. We're starting to see the energy out of that lineup that you would expect to see, which I think is fantastic. But today the Dodgers looked confused. The Dodgers look like they aren't used to a team that when they get punched in the mouth, like the Mets did yesterday, getting back up and swinging back. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And Erica, I'm going to kick this to you because I'm curious. Was part of the what happened today with the 7-3 loss, was part of that like a hangover from last night because they went out to the fucking strip clubs in LA and, you know, trying to play, is it tucked or is it real? And having a good night. Is it hungover from that, or are they just surprised to see somebody get hit in the mouth and get back up?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it could be a little bit of both of those. It could be the infamous "we're starting to choke." I mean, I don't honestly really know. I was really impressed that LA did what they did in the first game. We were playing clean. We were playing baseball. We were playing postseason baseball. Clean. No mishaps, no nothing. So, I mean, like, to then sit there and watch today, and it's just like, boom, 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 grand slam, boom. But we also were running a bullpen game. Now, with that being said,
wasn't supposed to be a bullpen game.
Huh?
It wasn't supposed to be a bullpen game, but it became one in the third.
Yeah, I mean, like, and that's the thing is that, like, I don't know. I mean, really, I don't know what happened with them. Like, I don't. Like, you would have expected we would have came into this game on a monumental high after kicking the shit out of the Mets. Let's be honest here. I mean, we should have came into this game playing clean baseball like we just did last night.
Do you think, you know, Clayton Kershaw said in an interview yesterday or this morning that he intends to come back and play baseball in 2025? Is the fear of having to put up with him again causing that, you know, is that like weighing him down, making it difficult in the clubhouse to focus on baseball because the fear of Clayton Kershaw returning just too much for him?
I mean, I highly doubt that. I would think that they would all genuinely actually be happy that Kershaw is coming back for another season because of the fact that we all thought this was his last season.
Right.
But he's been out. He came back from recovering from Tommy John and then went out with a damn fucking toe injury. And he's been out this whole season from a toe injury. So, I mean, like, honestly, my perspective, I think it's time that he's taking this and hanging it up. And I love Kershaw. I love Kershaw, but he's just showing that he's very accident prone. And that's really all Kershaw's doing. And like I said, I love Kershaw, but
the sign to me that Kershaw should be done was the fact that the Dodgers did not put him on the postseason roster. How are you going to have a guy making that much money? Because Ando, I'm sure you can get to it quicker than I have, or than I can. But Clayton Kershaw is making a fucking ton of money, and right now the Dodgers are paying him to sit on his ass and not pitch, when clearly. When it was clear in the last series, and it's clear now, the Dodgers are deficient at pitching. They spent so much time focusing on building their bats, they did not do a damn thing for their starting pitching or their bullpen.
And I definitely won't disagree with that. To be honest, I think Kershaw's still on the IL for his toe injury.
Yeah, he is.
See, that's what I'm saying. So how can you put someone on that roster when they're on IL? Half of our pitchers are on the fucking IL. No offense. My honest opinion, the whole reason they're all sitting there is because of this fucking pitch clock. Look at how many pitchers were injured this year.
Nope.
Way more than we have in the past.
No, I'll tell you where the pitching injuries are coming from. And this is something because it was a problem. It's not the pitch clock. It is not the pitch clock. No, here's what it is. And I will tell you, because in years past, when the season ended, the pitchers outside of some standard workouts didn't start throwing until February. They weren't throwing hard until the end of April. You had guys posting videos on social media in January that they're throwing 95 to 100 miles an hour. That is not good. They are not giving their arms enough time to recover. And then when they're burnt out in June and they have to do a 60-day stint to get their arm to relax a bit so that they can pitch in the postseason if they're going to be if their team's going to make it, you have to give yourself that time to recover.
No, 100%.
You don't see Chris Jones with the Kansas City Chiefs 3 weeks after the Super Bowl out there doing full contact practice. You don't see Isaiah Pacheco out there doing that. Like, you've got to have time to recover.
Yeah.
Just because baseball isn't full contact doesn't mean it's not a physical sport.
No, 100%. And I won't disagree with that. But with that also being said, baseball is a sport that you do play pretty much consistently every day.
Not for pitchers?
Yes, not for pitchers.
And that's the thing. Like, if Mookie or Freddie is posting videos in January where they're doing fielding drills and they're throwing hard, I don't give a fuck about that. In fact, Freddie probably should be doing that to show that he's actually
needed,
because he is falling apart at first base. Like, I don't get it. And
listen, I'm sorry, Seven, I didn't even cut you off. But honestly, like, that is something that I don't understand is that we've got Freeman with a fucked up ankle. And y'all still got this man playing in the games. He literally was limping across home plate.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing, Roberts?
Yeah, there's no such thing as running out a ground ball with him. There's no, if it's a ground ball and it stays anywhere near infield or infield adjacent, it's an out. And that's a liability at the plate. That is, you are easily taking, I would say, when you look at it from like how scorekeepers look at it, like half to a full run per game out of your lineup with the fact that he's running like that.
Yeah.
I get playing through injury, especially in a game like baseball where it's not full contact.
But there is a point where you have to realize that you are going to potentially do way more damage to yourself, whether it's a small, tiny injury or not. Like, you're potentially going to hurt yourself more.
Especially at first base.
Yes.
The amount of physicality it takes to play that position, just because of the fact that you had some guys like David Ortiz and some of these other bigger players that could play that position. That's because they had a full range of motion in their body and they still had a quickness to react. And when one of your ankles is bad, you can't do picks as well. And you have to be able to be good at picks at first base because not all of those balls are coming straight at you. Some of them are going to be coming off the ground a little bit because if that's getting thrown from fucking right field, yeah, it's going to bounce. Very few right fielders, especially if it's deep.
I mean, agreed. But in the Dodgers position, who you going to put there? Fucking Muncy? What the fuck's he going to do?
Right.
He can't even goddamn bat and get a hit. He chases every goddamn ball. So what? I mean,
the Dodgers should have been prepared for this, though, and that's the problem. This is a problem with the Dodgers organization. You should not be riding with Freddie Freeman in an LCS when Freddie should be resting so that you can have him at 20% better in the World Series.
Yes.
Freddie should not be playing right now.
Agreed. He shouldn't.
Because you're not going to get enough out of him. Let's switch over to the American League Series. We've got the Yankees and the Guardians right now, bottom of the eighth, 5-2 in favor of the Yankees. They're in New York. Today's game one. The Yankees did beat the Royals in 5 games, 3-2.
Four games.
4. Okay, I'm sorry. This is 3-1. And then the Guardians that with Detroit, that did go to a 5-game series. With Detroit playing really good baseball. And we'll see what we get out of the Guardians. Honestly, on this series, it should be a sweep in favor of the Yankees.
Agreed.
Should. But when you have the fact that Judge has not done a goddamn thing in this postseason, Jazz Chisholm is 2 for 18 if you factor in what he did today. Soto is really the probably the best piece of the Yankees lineup right now. And it's one of those things where the Yankees are very closely, there's a very small margin of error. Is if Yankees pitching fucks up at all, they're going to have a problem, because even if Judge lights up now, that you've got 3 of your 9 hitters. And if Cleveland can get their feet under them, they haven't been to an LCS in a long time, so they're probably, a little shaky. A lot of young guys have never seen a playoff game before of this magnitude, especially playing in Yankee Stadium. Those lights are bright in New York, so I mean, it's reasonable for them to be a little rattled today.
Yep.
But if the Guardians lineup, as long as they can get going, if the Yankees pitching fucks up once, this series will turn.
Yeah. The Yankees do not need to play down to their competition. If the Yankees play the ball that the payroll is paying them to play, I think this will be a 5-game series. Not necessarily a sweep. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a sweep.
Yeah. 4-1.
But they need to. They got to get this closed out in 5. If it goes longer than 5, it just gives the Guardians that much more momentum. I think the entire world is kind of counting the Guardians out. Like I said, I think it'll be 5 and it'll be done.
It's the hard part about the Guardians is their lineup, because like you look at the Naylor brothers. Josh Naylor's one of the best first basemen in the game right now, and Bo Naylor is supposed to be a solid catcher. But when I was watching today, in the first 3 innings of that game, they were having an issue. The pitchers were nervous. Like you could tell, pitches weren't being located. And there were multiple wild pitches that got past him that shouldn't have. And had he done his job at the plate, the Yankees would not have a 3-run lead right now. It's, and I say this from playing the position, it's fundamentals. He's picking balls that he should be just throwing it, like in hockey. You're trying to go up and just catch it with your glove when it's coming down when it's sliding on the ice, when you should just be falling on it. So I hope for the Guardians' sake that the nerves get through it tonight. The first night in New York is bright for everybody. I say it as a Red Sox fan. You can't judge them. God damn, I need to get a fan in my office. Why is it getting hot in here?
No!
But it's,
What else, though?
It's good baseball.
Hey,
Probably going to see
what's going on.
I mean, I apologize. It was some technical difficulties to get in. My fault.
Oh, you
Sorry.
good? You good?
I'll forgive you for everything.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm kidding.
The pimping has begun.
But yeah, no, we're gonna get some good baseball out of these two. We're probably gonna see the Yankees and the Dodgers in the World Series. Which
Hey, and I called it. I did call that. I just want to clarify if that's what it comes to.
it should be the Yankees and the Dodgers in the World Series. These are the 2 highest payrolls in the game.
Yep.
The 2 best lineups in the game, arguably the 2 best lineups in baseball. If it's not this, it's a problem. Somebody should be losing their job on whichever one doesn't make it.
It'll be Dave Roberts. It'll
should
be Dave Roberts. Or
And
the
if-
Dodgers. It'll be Dave Roberts.
If New York falls apart against Cleveland, it should be Brian Cashman that loses his job. Aaron
Agreed.
Boone's a great manager. It's Cashman. It's Cashman on that one. But okay. All right, man.
All right, let's go ahead.
Everything on baseball.
All right, let's go ahead and move over to the NFL. Yeah, we got. First of all, we got some laughing to do, cause forgive me if I'm wrong.
How about them Cowboys?
But Detroit defeated the Dallas Cowboys at home 47-9.
So,
and for some reason,
The Sour Patch.
Jerry Jones saying he ain't gonna change coaches.
The loss the Cowboys took was as bad as Aiden Hutchinson's leg broke.
Yep.
Hey, let's just add prayers to Aiden
Yeah.
Hutchinson.
It's-
That was
Absolutely.
a nasty
Yeah.
injury, so prayers, positive vibes to him for sure.
He had
Amen.
surgery last night, and they said everything looked good. There was even some stuff, I don't know if it's actually going to be true, saying that if they made the Super Bowl, he might actually be ready to suit up for the Super Bowl. Man, that's a brutal break, though. Like, I was thinking Alex Smith and stuff at first. The fact that they said he's definitely coming back in 2025, that's mind-blowing to me. Kudos to him for getting through that.
But you got to think of how young. I mean, he's young. As long as he does
early
what he
20s,
needs to do,
Yeah, dude, he just got drafted. What, two or 3 years ago?
2 or 3
he got
years,
me.
yeah.
24.
2 or 3 years
Yeah,
ago.
because he came from Michigan. He played in the bowl game with Michigan.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck them too.
You know what? I think you're just salty because you guys got beat by Ducks.
Oh no, I just hate Michigan. Period. I like Ohio State, so it's a rivalry thing.
I know. That's why I said I feel like you're just salty because you just got beat by a bunch of Ducks.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, well, yeah. I'm salty. Absolutely.
I
Sea
can't
salt.
talk. My team just got their asses fucking lathered. So
Yeah, they did by the Longhorns.
I didn't fucking ask you. You're salty because you put Sparky in timeout. Shut up.
I did. Sparky's in timeout for the day.
The dragon?
Yeah.
Hey, am I?
Yeah, the mascot ain't back here
Am I
tonight.
looking at? Am I looking at something wrong, or am I? Can I legitimately say that the Lions are the best team in the NFC? Can I say that?
Yeah, I would say so.
No.
I mean, who
No.
I think the only caveat I will say is without Aiden Hutchinson, how will that defense react? I don't think at this time you can go past the Vikings because at this
No,
point right
you
now
can't.
they're still the undefeated team.
Yep.
Who else? Who else do you got? You got Washington. They played Baltimore really tough, so you can throw their name in the hat. But again, you got a rookie quarterback there, and you don't know if the pressure later on in the season is going to affect him. I don't think there's a team out west. I don't think there's a team out west that can vie for it. Seattle and San Francisco are fighting in Seattle. San Francisco just beat the pants off Seattle. You can make the argument that any team in the NFC North is tougher than any team in the NFC South, except maybe Tampa Bay. But then again, Tampa Bay just put up 51 points against the Saints. Sorry, Will. Sorry, Will.
Dennis Allen need to be fired like yesterday.
But
that shit happened at halftime. I was like, it's a game.
Hey, how the hell are you supposed to be this defensive coordinating guru and you get 51 points put on your ass? What the hell?
Well, you can't.
Well, I mean, do you see who your quarterback is? He got benched at OU. So, I mean.
But the defense did its job. The defense sacked Baker 3 times and they forced 3 picks. So the defense did its job. Well, agreed.
51 points. They gave up 21 points in the first half or something like that.
They got lit up in the second,
51
though.
through the total. It was 27,
Yeah, 51 total.
at half. Yeah, but they didn't score any points in the second half, and Tampa just pantsed them. But to answer your question, well, I think
Dennis Allen need to be fired.
Yeah, defensively, I'm interested to see how Detroit rallies from this, but I think Minnesota, Detroit, and Washington are your top 3 right now. And again, it's still early enough in the season, but I think those are the 3 teams you got to worry about.
I just like the way Detroit plays.
Oh, absolutely.
You heard Tom Brady? Tom Brady talk about he would love to be QB for them.
Yeah, Tom Brady would love to be QB for everybody that isn't, fucking Jacksonville at this point.
Or the Jets. I don't think the Jets.
No, honestly, I think you take the Jets QB job just to screw over Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, so you thinking they're tanking to say big F you?
I mean, no, I'm saying Tom Brady would take that job just to screw Aaron Rodgers. But now that you suggest it, I absolutely hope they are.
Here's my thing. And the only reason why I said he might be the best team because I'm looking Aiden Hutchinson's injury notwithstanding, they can run the ball.
Oh, absolutely, better than anybody else.
They can run the ball
in the league.
really well. They're disciplined on defense. Ross St. Brown is an excellent receiver. Sam Laporta is an excellent tight end.
Don't forget they got Jameson Williams back from suspension this year, and he's making a very nice number 2.
Yeah. And I know John's a Minnesota Vikings fan, but
we got him this week.
Yeah. I like the way they play. Now if Aaron Jones
play some good football, I ain't no hater.
Now if Aaron Jones can come back. Hey, did you hear about that big contract they talking about giving Sam Darnold next year?
They have to.
They don't. No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
No.
They need to wait on that. They need to wait on that thing.
If the trajectory continues, I'm not saying undefeated season. I'm saying if Sam Darnold continues to show up, the Vikings need to pay him. Because what else are you going to do? You're going to take a shot on an inexperienced quarterback? You're in a situation with Sam Darnold. Pay the man.
Yeah. Because at least that way you still give McCarthy time to grow in the system and learn it.
Nope.
Okay, John,
his track record is not that good.
Bro, he's never been 5-0 in his career. So
Never.
there is no track
And you
record
think
for
it's
you to
going to
go
happen
off on.
again?
What, to go 5? Go ahead, Seb.
It's not about being undefeated. It's about results. I'm not talking the W. I'm talking about just the overall results and what he's been able to do. There was,
but then again, but hold on, Seven. To retort that, he is playing with the best supporting cast he's ever had.
True.
Okay.
And two, our offensive line has been amazing. And another point, Kirk Cousins did this well with the team also. Just saying. The defense hasn't been as good when Kirk Cousins was there, but he also had a start as well. So I'm just saying.
But you're gonna get Sam Darnold, and here's the thing I'm gonna tell you: you're gonna get consistency and results out of Sam Darnold for cheaper than you will drafting a kid, bringing him up, and having to give him those stupid deals that all of these guys like Mahomes and everybody else are getting. That's your future. You're gonna get more for less out of.
So what type of contract you talking here?
They're saying it's going to be over $50 million a year, which for a top 10 quarterback, it absolutely should be, and probably depending on the length, $100 million guaranteed. That's not horrible. Those are not horrible numbers to have.
How long
it just sound bad. God damn! I don't want to be stuck with it too long. I don't.
4-year deal. 4-year deal, 125 guaranteed.
Okay, that's not too crazy.
No,
not nowadays anyway. But
that's not too crazy.
I need to go to Kyle for a second. Because this week we got AJ Brown back. Devontae Smith is back. But despite all that, the Eagles just squeaked by the Cleveland Browns with, I don't know,
a win is
20-16.
A win is a win.
What's your opinion on that? What's your opinion on that, Kyle?
Their ass.
I was about to say they still stink to him.
Their ass. Look how they won. Look how they won the game. That was it was a dumb play call. First of all, the play call was dumb. There's no way you're going to call that pass for AJ Brown. AJ Brown catches it. They take the lead. And that's the game. They literally struggled with this high-powered offense, this top 3 offensive line, and they struggled against the Cleveland Browns, Browns aren't a top 10 defense.
Good God, no.
Browns are a bottom 5 defense.
Let me get this straight. You watched them lose, right?
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
Sure enough, I tune in for the L's, man. When I know they got a guaranteed W, I won't tune in. I won't lie. But when I know they might struggle, yeah, you got to tune in.
So you thought there was going to struggle versus the Browns?
Pundits out there.
I knew they was going to beat the Browns. Everybody knew they was going to beat the Browns.
Not the Jaguars.
They
There were some
struggled.
pundits out there that was picking the Browns to upset.
Yeah,
But the Browns defense is still pretty good, man. Like I say, they just going to have to get that. Never mind.
They got to
Shut
get
up, John. Never mind.
Deshaun Cosby out of there, man. Deshaun Cosby just needs to go.
And they've said that they're not going to move off of him.
No.
They have to be tanking for a draft pick at this point, because if you cut him now, you lose $172 million in dead cap money next year.
Yep.
This
So the only way
receding McDonald's hairline having ass nigga. Man. He ain't had 200 yards the entire year. Not one game he's thrown over 200
and the Browns
yards.
haven't scored more than 20 points at any game this year either.
Yep.
But what is your option, John? I mean, even in his struggles,
if you're going
even
to
in his struggles,
still get his stats out. Get him out of there. If you're going to tank, get him out of there. Do it good. Tank good if you're going to tank. Don't leave your starter in, and he looks that bad when you can't get rid of him.
I don't have an argument, man. No, I'm in the same boat. Sean Cosby needs to leave. Yep.
But if you're going to tank,
how you say his name, Seven? How you say his name, Seven?
Deshaun Cosby.
Cleveland.
He need to be the starter for Deshaun. You need to put him in. How you say his name? Jameis Winston.
Yeah,
Jameis Winston. I'm not fucking
Jameis Winston, boy.
Jameis.
This is what I get.
Jamias win. That's how Key and Peele would say their name. Jamias Winston.
Yeah, that's. I've been watching too much Key and Peele. It's his fault. It's his fault. I'm gonna blame it on him.
Man.
No, I had a quick question. Y'all had like hit on the Cowboys for a minute, but I remember when I said before, like if you wanted to be like a bum player, even a bum coach, like real talk, I would play for Jerry. Like Doc Rivers would still have his job today.
Damn.
Like, with them, if he played, if he was coach for the Cowboys, that's like Jerry Jones gonna keep you, no matter how much you suck. He loyal, and I f with it though.
I mean, he did the same thing with Jason Garrett. She right. She not wrong.
Jason Garrett forever.
AB would still be in the league if he was under the Cowboys. I'm trying to tell you, like he's loyal.
No,
he's
we don't need AB.
owner.
We don't need any more AB antics. Let him be gone from the NFL forever, please.
It don't matter.
Please.
I'm just saying that Jerry is a loyal.
They used to date. That's why she said that.
I don't believe that for a minute. She's saving herself for James Harden.
No,
not anymore. She ain't. Not anymore. She ain't.
Actually, we got to talk about James Harden at some point in this podcast.
No,
not anymore. She ain't.
She'll
let James go.
Let him go. He was on some nut shit, and I couldn't deal with it no more.
What happened? You go to another strip club you didn't approve?
She broke up with James, man.
Did James Harden leave too much beard hair at the last strip club he went to? He didn't clean up after himself?
No, but you know what? I noticed something with the Cowboys that people do not point out. Roster-wise, they say the same thing almost every year. One of the most talented teams in football. So
expensive.
But listen, hold on. This is the one thing. I don't know if any of y'all have noticed this over the years.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody that plays for the Cowboys, every player at some level feels some type of entitlement because they play for the Cowboys. Yep. Everybody seems like they're entitled because they play for the Cowboys, and they ain't won shit in 30 years.
They ain't shit.
It's the same thing with guys that play for the Yankees. If you play for the New York Yankees, you get to feel you have this attitude about yourself that you were or are a Yankee player. Yep. Yankees haven't won but one fucking World Series since the Twin Towers fell.
Yep.
Here's my thing with the Cowboys. They can't stop the run.
Nope.
They can't run the football.
Nope. They can't win at home.
That can't connect. So what?
That makes you one dimensional.
Yep.
And after that, the defense is going to pin their ear back. Come on.
Or besides CeeDee Lamb, who do the Cowboys have?
Are you
Trayvon Diggs is ass.
Trayvon
Diggs is
ass. He's garbage, man.
He is ass.
Hot garbage.
He got lit up yesterday.
Did he ever?
Yeah. Hell, the Lions wanted Penei Sewell wanted to score a touchdown. Like the Lions did everything in their power to get an offensive lineman to score against Dallas. That's how personal this game was for Detroit.
That's some Andy Reid shit right there.
It is. Dude, sorry. That is Dan Campbell on a whole nother level. No disrespect to Andy Reid at all, but Dan Campbell was on some shit last night.
But think about it for Dan Campbell. You know, because one of the things that I don't think gets talked about enough, Dan Campbell should be head coach of the Dallas Cowboys right now. It should not be Mike McCarthy. If Dan Campbell had been made the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, like he should have been, or McCarthy fired and the job given to Dan Campbell like he should have been, the Cowboys would be the team that's getting that leadership right now. That
we don't want them to have that.
Yeah, no, we don't.
That is. I want to say that's what I'm saying though. That is a dangerous combination. So now you've got the Cowboys that didn't give him what he should have gotten, what he earned.
Why didn't they make him coach? I'm ignorant.
Because it's Jerry Jones. He likes the guy that he can sit there and have a beer and a plate of nachos with that will do what Jerry wants him to do.
He a buddy type person.
And and Dan Campbell is not that guy. Dan Campbell runs his own ship, and that was going to be my argument, Zoe. Would Campbell and Jones fit in that right system? And they wouldn't have.
No.
Absolutely not.
It's Dan Campbell is always going to play the Cowboys with a chip on his shoulder because of what happened when he was the defensive coordinator for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Did y'all see Jerry Jones's liver spotted face?
Yep.
in the booth yesterday.
Why you doing
His
that?
82nd fucking birthday. Happy birthday, Jerry.
He 82.
He
82
looked like
fucking years old.
he looked like a glass of spoiled milk. Up
Oh
Yep.
my God.
there. He looked horrible.
Oh.
He didn't know what the fuck to do.
What did you say? He had Kyle.
He had to listen. I don't want to hear people running with my line. Jerry Jones was live on TV with the "I eat ass" face. That's how he was looking.
Is that what happened after you look like that after you eat ass?
No, that's just how you look when you get cold.
Oh.
Somebody, you eat ass. He had the "I eat ass" face.
Oh my God.
Holy shit.
Fucking
Let me ask
God.
y'all a question.
Oh man.
Can the Cowboys recover from any of this? Because I think their season's over. I think they're done.
I don't
They're
think-
2-4.
I don't think
I
They're
don't
heading down the
want them
wrong
to
way. I
recover.
think they're done.
It was over like 2 games ago.
Go
I'm gonna-
home, go home,
I'm going to
go
say it like
home.
this. Just like we were talking about when talking about the top 3 teams in Minnesota, Detroit, and Washington, there's going to be, I would say at the very least, 3 teams out of the NFC North. That gives you 1 extra wild card spot. Tampa's going to take the South. Either San Francisco or Seattle is going to take the West. Washington's
I don't
going to
know.
take the East.
Atlanta might take that South. It's
Atlanta-
They
possible.
might. They
That's-
might.
They still got a chance
Okay,
to.
so
Yeah,
there's
boy.
your other wild card team. Atlanta or Tampa Bay is going to take that other wild card. Philadelphia is inconsistent in the way that they're
good.
playing offense. I don't think they make it. Washington will take the division. So you have San Francisco or Seattle in the West. You have Tampa Bay or Atlanta winning the division. The other team will take the third wild card.
Y'all forgetting
And
the
then
Jags.
it's what's that?
No, I said y'all forgetting the Jags.
No,
The
we are
Jags.
not.
First off, the Jags are in the
We
AFC.
I'm
ain't
trolling.
listening to Jags on purpose.
Yeah.
I'm
First off,
trolling.
We're
Zoe,
getting to the XFL.
Zoe, my twin brother.
No, the Panthers need to go first.
Yo, so my twin
Panthers
John,
brother
need
is
to
a
go
Jaguars
fucking
fan.
first.
John, we both from North Carolina. Don't do that. We can't give up
So-
hope yet. We can't give
So
up
my
hope.
twin
Shit,
brother
I
is a
ain't had no
Jaguars
hope
fan.
for them.
I need you to
They
pump the brakes on
awful.
the hate for the
They
Jags.
are
When Ken was
awful.
there, we had hope. We had hope when Ken was there.
Yeah,
They trash.
they
Until-
should've. I'll cheer
Yeah,
for
until
them
he
when they
didn't
went to the
die for
Super
that
Bowl.
fumble in the Super Bowl. But no, I think
They
it'll
got
be,
robbed in that Super Bowl. But I'll leave that
But no,
alone.
I think it is Minnesota, Detroit, and then it will be Green Bay or Chicago. I'm going to be the first person to admit 6-7 weeks ago I was really, really down on Caleb Williams, saying that I didn't think he had it in him. The kid's proven
He's
me wrong.
improving.
He's
Kid
getting
has
better.
proven me wrong.
I'm not
but
ready to
we
give him the
still-
division yet, but he's getting better.
We
Yeah.
still haven't seen how he recovers from a really tough loss. The first 2 weeks were growing pains. The last 4 weeks, he's played really well. I want to see how he reacts when he takes a beating like the Cowboys took against the Lions. I want to see how he reacts. If he comes back and has that, all right, dude, look, it was a tough loss. I made some mistakes. Let me get out there and start learning. The kid will have me impressed. Right now, he's turned the table. I think he's playing really well. I'm not ready to call Chicago a playoff team yet, but that's my opinion. But give it a couple weeks. Let's see how they react.
It's the hard part with Dallas is I personally think like I
What
feel
y'all think about Justin Fields this year, real quick before you give me your thoughts, Evan?
Yeah. Justin Fields, he's in another bad coaching situation. He needs to be on an offensive minded roster with a real offensive coordinator because Arthur Smith, as we've seen multiple times,
trash,
is absolute fucking dog water. And this is Justin Fields is going the same fucking route as Mitch Trubisky at this point. Like he's just getting shafted by shitty coaching situations. And he's going to end up as a career backup at best.
Doesn't help that Mike Tomlin is a defensive-minded coach, and he's not going to help out that
I
offense.
told my Vikings, Justin Fields would fit perfectly in that offense, man.
It wouldn't have been a bad
Justin to Justin would be a nice connection.
It would be. It would be. I got
It
another
would've
question.
been.
I got another question I'm gonna pose to y'all. Cincinnati beat the New York Giants. The Bengals get the win against the Giants 17-7. Let me ask y'all this, and I know y'all might think it's blasphemy. Is Joe Burrow overrated?
No,
No,
Nah,
he
he's
just
not
doesn't have an
overrated.
offensive line.
it's the team.
He's never had an offensive line.
It's like it's the Joe Burrow gets a lot of not leeway. but Joe Burrow has a spotlight on him, a huge spotlight.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
His is about the size of Josh Allen, in all honesty.
Yes.
People give Justin Herbert grief because Justin Herbert does Justin Herbert things, but Justin Herbert is nice. Joe Burrow's offensive line has not gotten better since he's
Nope.
It has not gotten
Not
better.
at all.
The Bengals defense doesn't do them any favors.
Nope.
In
The
close
secondary
games.
trash.
Yep.
And see, I was going to say that when Ando was talking about Washington. Washington has a trash ass secondary. If they play a team that can throw the ball, they're going to get lit up.
They're going to get 8 up. They get 8 up against Kansas
I
City.
mean, Lamar threw for what, 300?
Yep.
Yeah, they're going to get lit up.
But I think where Washington played better against the Ravens is that their run defense was so consistent until they broke at the end of the game that Washington could keep Lamar's air game out of the end zone. How many field goals did they have to cook inside the 25? Because their defense shut down Henry when they needed to until the end of the game. So it forced the Ravens into third and long play. So and I think Dan Quinn, is doing a really good job fixing the defense with what he has. Again, a lot of what Dan Quinn does is personnel schemed. And if you don't have the right personnel, because a lot of it this year was based off of cap space where Dan didn't have the money that he needed to fix the defense. Give it another year or two and that defensive secondary will be where Dan Quinn wants it to be. Because if you look at how Dan Quinn played that defense in Dallas, I hate to give Dallas any credit, but Dan Quinn had that defensive secondary ready to go. They were ball hawking when they needed to be. They were disciplined when they had to be. And their defense, when they had that secondary on point, was great.
I mean, against mediocre teams.
Yeah, trash teams like the Miami Dolphins.
We also have to, with Washington, though, we have to remember where they've come from. Washington is doing an about face right now before our eyes that Houston did last season.
Absolutely.
And
I admit it, I'm a DMV and I expected them to be complete ass per usual.
I will agree with Kyle. I would say they beat the pants off of Arizona. And I think a lot of people didn't expect Arizona to play the way that they have, but Arizona's playing better than I think a lot of
Murray is turning into ass.
Yep. And then the only other win that I will give them credit for was the win against Cincinnati. But the reason I hold that Cincinnati win so high was because it was a shootout the entire game and a rookie quarterback keeping his head on his shoulders and not turning over the football makes a great deal of difference towards the end of the season because it's going to build confidence for Jaden. Now, granted, the other two wins that they have, which were against the Giants, which they won by 3, and then they beat the Browns, which everybody but the Jaguars have beaten the Browns. And then they played the Ravens, which I don't think anybody on this panel will disagree is a good team this year. Borderline done great.
Casey hated. He hated on the Ravens. So but the Ravens good.
Now that they are running the ball, the Ravens are
agreed. They're finding a way to utilize Henry. And again,
you don't like the Ravens?
No, he don't like Lamar Jackson.
He don't like Lamar.
Damn, I ain't know. Damn,
why you hate Lamar like that, bro?
I'm not gonna say I personally like
Lamar Jackson.
I want to hear this. Why you hating on Lamar like that?
You got Zay sunflower seeds out there.
He had a good game yesterday.
I don't care, John, if he had a fantastic game. Still Zay sunflowers.
Lamar Jackson is a great running back that sometimes throws
the ball. Yes, that's it.
He's not a great quarterback. No. He has been statistically worse than multiple quarterbacks. Each year he won an MVP.
Yeah. Will you kind of tickle my fancy with this? He is a less accurate version of Michael Vick.
No, I won't say that. I cannot say that. I will take him over Vic. A lot of people look at Vic with a certain rose-colored glasses because of what he did. Lamar Jackson is better than Michael Vick. It's like trying to say that Nirvana is the best grunge band. There are 1,000 grunge bands that are better than Nirvana.
I'll take Foo Fighters over Nirvana.
Are you saying that based off the fact that? Are you talking as a true quarterback or the combination of him being able to throw and accuracy? Who you saying Mike lacks that, or just what is it?
See, because you can't tell me That Philadelphia Eagle Michael Vick wasn't all that.
That's the point I was trying to
You
process
can't
in
tell
my
me he
head.
wasn't all that. Philadelphia Michael Vick was all
Philadelphia
that.
Michael
That
Vick,
was very clearly Andy Reid.
unstoppable.
Unstoppable, man.
That was
Him and Andy
very,
Reid, man.
that was very
Hold on.
clearly Andy Reid.
Yeah.
Because
Andy
look at
Reid
what
brought the
happened to
best out of Michael
once
Vick.
He was not with Andy Reid. That was very clearly Andy Reid. I'm
But
not
his
just
particular passing skills improved with the Philadelphia Eagles.
He's. Yep. I'm not saying that Michael Vick was a bad quarterback.
I get that. I know what you're saying.
I'm saying
But-
that he gets put better than he was because of how much of an innovator he was at the time.
He
The
was the first of his
comparison,
time. All right.
Yeah.
the comparison I'm
yeah.
trying to make is Lamar is definitely better than Vic when Vic
I think
started.
Lamar understands the game better, but personally, I think there's more that Michael physically brings to the table than Lamar does.
I agree with that. I
He's
agree with that.
more
Ando.
physically imposing.
I'm sorry. Mike was just so agile. It was
Yeah.
ridiculous.
You blink and Michael Vick is 40 yards down the field.
He was much quicker than Lamar.
In
He
every video
embarrassed
game, that fool was
my
He
99.
more agile.
In every
He
video game,
embarrassed
that
my
fool was
team quite a
99.
bit. So.
99. Every game, 99, 99, 99.
Never lost.
Never lost. Never lost. Hey, speaking of
Oh,
basketball,
shit.
real quick, let me. I put a picture
Oh,
up in
hell.
both chats
Don't.
today.
Don't.
The Bulls team is trash, man.
That Bulls. Well, so rumor has
I
it
missed
that
it. I ain't see it yet.
That
rumor
Bulls
has
team
it
is
that
trash. Come
Lonzo
on, man.
Lonzo
Josh
Ball is
Giddey?
supposed- Lonzo
Yeah.
Ball is supposed to be back at some point. this
He ain't gonna
season.
help nothing.
I'm not saying he's going to solve all the problems.
What
I
he
Don't
gonna
solve
do?
a goddamn
Ball.
thing.
Lonzo Ball
He
may
ain't gonna do
keep the
shit.
Bulls.
Who are some
Well,
of these people?
Will, let me talk.
I've got a
Well.
solution for you. A trade that would make the Bulls instantly better. Just trade for Bronny James.
Fuck no.
Yeah. Might make the Bulls worse. Might make the Bulls worse. Nah, scoring ass.
No, why you say it like that?
Might make the Bulls
Because it's
worse than
Bronny
non-scoring
James.
ass.
Fuck no.
How the hell that motherfucker in preseason ain't getting no buckets? In
That guy is
preseason,
in. Bronny James is in preseason form,
This
and
fool-
it's
he
yeah.
still ain't scoring.
He should
How many? Real quick. Hey, Ando, real quick. How many times have we seen players go off in the preseason and then do nothing else the rest of their career? But they go off preseason though.
All the preseason players that go off and don't amount to shit.
Don't
which is
amount to
like
shit.
All of the Chicago
But there's
Bulls
plenty
that
of them that go off
Yeah.
in the preseason.
But it's
Well,
because
you
you're getting
missed
more
that.
time. Like there was a kid today who played against Milwaukee that got a double-double in the first half and then didn't produce any more points. Like, cool, you got 11 points and 10 boards. Where's your
Hey.
effort in the second half? But no, I
Michael
just
Jordan is supposed to score most of the points for the Bulls, Ando. That's been the rule since the 90s. We're just waiting for him to come back out of retirement.
yeah.
You forgetting about Scotty.
Oh, and Scotty.
Hey, Willie,
Go
he
get
might
Scottie,
end up,
hey, what do you need to do? Go get Scottie Pippen Jr. He a free agent. Go get him.
Ronnie might be like Eli. Will he like
Go
in
get
the
Scottie
regular
Pippen Jr. He a free agent. Go and get him.
So
I
you're
said-
saying that Bronny James is going to pull Chicago to the playoffs 2
Get
times,
Bronny
take them all the
James
way to
and
the
Scottie
finals.
Pippen Jr. I'm telling you.
He gonna be like Eli. Well, he buns in the regular season and playoffs. And when he gets into the season, it's
If
That's
because
a
Eli,
huge if too. Because
Eli
everybody in
made
the
it to
East
the
can whip
playoffs.
that ass. Hey,
Eli-
everybody in the
Eli
East
made
can
it
whip.
to the
Even the
playoffs.
Pistons can whip that ass.
Eli made it to the playoffs.
Even the Pistons
4
can whip that
times.
ass. Hey, when they play the
granted,
Trailblazers, they get when they play Portland, they get blown out. Ain't nobody scared of that lineup. And then we're gonna tell me in the other chat, I'll be talking about some. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. That's a good lineup. No, it ain't.
Wait, who said?
Move. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. That's a decent lineup. No,
no, that is a 30-win team at best.
If you get that,
30.
If you get that.
That's
Okay,
the
well,
right there.
Bro,
I don't
look,
care
we
what y'all
gotta
say.
play.
Beating the Wizards,
Look, we
though.
get to
They
play the
beat
Blazers twice. Okay,
That's
Yeah.
20, that's
We get
20
Blazers
Blazers
I
right
don't
there.
care what y'all say. I'll
And
argue
they
everybody
splitting with
understand. They beat
hey,
Wizards.
and they splitting with Portland.
Yep.
They're gonna get a home and home. That's 20 and 60. Well, they play 82 games. That's 20 and 62.
20 and 62. With as weak as the East is, we may still have a shot for the
Hey,
play-in
Will,
tournament.
Zach LaVine back.
Man,
Zach
you know
LaVine
he
is a
trash.
bum. Zach
You know he
LaVine is a
trash.
bum.
Hey,
Every time you turn around, he hurt.
just
or
ask,
complaining.
Ask LeVar Ball to come out of retirement to keep you guys going until
Never
2.2 points.
Hold on, Kyle. What'd you say?
Maybe
2.2 points a game.
Yeah. From where? From where? Never lost.
Never
I
lost.
have the ultimate solution.
What? What's the ultimate
You
solution?
bring in the man that knows everything about basketball and can tell everybody how to do their job. Stephen A. Smith.
Damn. Hey,
Yo,
y'all know- y'all know who y'all
You know what
need?
though? If JJ Redick can be the coach, I won't be shot to Stephen A. Smith. I have a shot.
I know who y'all need.
Who?
Kwame Brown.
Hell no. Hell no.
Yep. And you know what? He's going to be backed up by Andrew Bynum. That's who he's going to be backed up by.
Yeah, exactly.
Roshan Nesterovic is gonna come out retirement.
Just get White
You know what?
to come out of retirement.
You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, let's get Jason Williams and Jeremy Lin. Fuck it. We'll get the New York Knicks all-star
We
team.
might as well.
Fuck it.
We need all the help we can get.
Bring
And
Lonnie
then-
Divac. Bring everybody. Shit.
Yeah.
Bring them back. Bring them back.
For Josh
We
Giddey,
get
not
the
get
buff Mike Bibby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not Mike Bibby.
The buff Mike Bibby. Yeah.
Swole Mike.
I
Swole
got a
Mike.
question.
You know,
How you
we
gonna
might as well
trade for
just
Josh Giddey and not get? How you gonna trade for Josh Giddey and not get a draft pick?
Y'all should have never got rid of Caruso.
No.
I don't get.
Y'all
Hey,
should have
well-
never did that.
No,
Well-
honestly, that's
Well,
not a bad
The
take.
Bulls' new catchphrase this year is "Never won, never won."
Y'all went and got
Never
a
go.
PJ's lover.
Never gone.
I will say this while we're on
New
the
model.
topic. While we're on the topic of basketball, I do got to say I got to give a shout out to the Los Angeles Clippers organization, and I got to give a shout out to James Harden. A friend of mine from the military lives up in Alaska. His boy lives close enough to Seattle. They took a 2,000-mile trip from Alaska down to Seattle. I don't know if it's 2,000 miles. The sign said 2,000 miles. But they went to an exhibition game in Seattle. And Zoe knows how much I hate Harden. I don't like that he is sleep at the strip club at the night and play basketball during the day type of guy. But that's neither here nor there. So my buddy's son made a sign that said, I skipped school and flew 2,000 miles to meet my favorite player, which is James Harden. So while they're in Seattle, they're sitting behind the Clippers bench at Seattle. James Harden took the time to not just take a picture with my buddy and his kid, but he signed a basketball, got him a pair of shoes, and signed him a jersey. And then signed the sign that was on there, which I thought was really cool.
Respect.
So from a basketball
He just did
fan
that to get
standpoint,
over.
what's that?
He just did that to get over, like
So,
they do
hold
in
on,
pro
hold
wrestling.
on.
'Cause he signed that huge
Damn,
damn
Billy.
contract.
Hold on.
He signed that trash ass contract.
Hold on. Because I'm not done with this, right?
Yeah, man, they got on the wrong side of 30. How the hell you gonna pay that man all that damn money?
Hey.
So I reached out.
Yeah, I'm not even responding.
I reached out to my buddy. So I reached out to my buddy and said that was absolutely amazing, and James Harden went up in my book, right? So the Clippers, the very next day, put the kid with the sign and the pictures with James Harden on their website, which I thought was really cool. As if I am the father of that kid, I'm over the moon. Like, that kid is super excited. As a fan, if Zoe, let's say you go to that same game, your kid wants to get signed basketball from James Harden, and James Harden doesn't do that for your kid, are you going to be butthurt by it?
Is it particularly James Harden or just any player?
Well, say James Harden, just because that's the one that you wanted to go see.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Okay.
I
Because
can't see Zoe driving no 2,000 miles to see James Harden. Though.
Yeah, I ain't doing that.
But some people on the
No.
Lakers or some people on the Clippers fan page and their website made the post about race. Now, keep in mind, the kid is a Native American. He's not white. He looks white, but he's Native American. So they made this whole post about race, how, oh, the white kid gets all the privilege. Oh, the white kid, white privilege because the white kid got the basketball side. When did it come in point that we brought race into fandom? Like, be excited. Like, for me,
It's been there, though.
I am.
It's been there though. I mean, go back and look at the Boston Celtics. Go back and look at the Utah Jazz. It's been there. It's been there. There's players that say they don't like playing in Utah because of that. Steven Jackson in particular. It's been there. Go to the Celtics. Go play in their arena.
Harden back in the day.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing on this for me. It's James Harden made a memory for a fan.
Exactly.
Now,
That's all it should have been.
That's all it should have been. Yeah.
That's all it should have been. But if we want to have a conversation about the privilege because of access and the cost of tickets and that being harder for families with lower incomes, and because of the way things are, that's disproportionately affecting families of other races, we can have that conversation separately, but that's not take away from the kid's memory.
Exactly,
Right.
dude. Like
Exactly.
that kid is gonna have. Yeah,
I agree.
I think they're doing too much because any person behind the bench that you got access to it, you going, hopefully be able to get that memorabilia. So
yeah,
I'm not granted 2,000 miles.
Me as a fan,
I agree.
Me as a fan, if I go to a Kansas City game and get a signature from Winchester, the long snapper, I'm jumping head over moon. Yeah, sure, people may want Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce or Rashee Rice. Give me an autograph by anybody. I'm jumping. Oh my God, I got an autograph.
Let me ask y'all this: with the value of the Dallas Cowboys, who's you want an autograph from, the Cowboys or the cheerleaders?
Can I cheerleaders every day? Every day. And I don't want an autograph. I want a picture, and I want one of them kissing me on the cheek.
Damn
so
it!
Somebody be like, it happened.
I'll take the dude in the stand selling the Coors Light.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
I can't.
I might take the mascot. I think I want a mascot signature from the Cowboys.
Not the mascot.
What is that
He
mascot?
trashed
A
you.
big
He
ass
trashed
star?
you.
Even a cowboy with the big old cowboy helmet and a star.
Let's put that motherfucker in a pinwheel.
A dog comes out and just shits on the ground. That's their mascot.
In the words of Charles Barkley, that mascot terrible, Ernie. He don't do nothing.
He's terrible, Ernie. He's terrible.
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 Jerry Jones needs to retire and just
That
sell
team
the team
fucking
to somebody
terrible.
else.
Jerry Jones should have blown up that team last year.
You know what's sad? I don't want to be the one to say it, but this is the truth. Technically, the whole not just the franchise, the entire organization, the NFL, is just waiting for the expiration date when they could rebuild the Cowboys, basically.
Yeah.
Which is sad. Y'all gotta wait till he
pass.
Yeah.
Wait till Jerry Jones
pass.
Kick the bucket.
It would have been the same thing with Vince
That's what I
McMahon
think
if Vince McMahon didn't get caught doing that freaky shit. Vince got caught doing that freaky shit. That's the only reason that got him out of there.
Yo, 7, we can't hear you, bro.
Yeah,
The reason why I don't think it'll take quite that long is what Zoe was saying. Like, I get it. Like, honestly, like that's kind of what you're looking at.
Quite that long to what?
Kick the bucket?
Yeah, like I don't think it's gonna. What I mean is, I don't.
You said he ain't got much time left.
No. Yes and no. Here's let me explain. I mean, just like
I just want to be clear.
Just like what I think it was Kyle was talking about, the liver spots and everything. I was told I can't use his line. I'll use it when you're not here, but the way that he's looking, the man is aging. It's catching up with him.
Oh yeah.
And there's, when you're aging, it's not like a lot of people just, as they say, what was that in Scary Movie 3 or 4 where he says, wake up dead? Like, he's not just going to wake up dead. There's going to be a point where it's like, he can't go in anymore. And that's when his sons will take it over and things will start to change. Is it going to still be a couple of seasons?
Not if they adapt to his ideologies. No.
Yeah,
That's still going to be the quarterback in 10 years.
I would pray that they don't do that.
I don't think Dak finishes the new deal he signed.
No.
CD Lamb going to still look like a beaver.
How long is the Dak deal? Is it 4 years?
5.
So you're saying that he ain't
No,
gonna make it 4 years?
It's 4. He's got 1 left on his current deal, and the new one, of course. He's got 5 years left.
You know who asked out? Micah Parsons.
Yeah,
certainly is.
Yeah,
and they got the nerve to compare
I'm
to him.
surprised he hasn't asked out already.
Out of here.
Honestly, like
did he even play yesterday?
He did.
Yeah, he did.
No.
I think him and D-Law came back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he played all the snaps he normally would, but he was. I thought I saw that he was back yesterday.
He was available.
I'll find out. Hold on.
Yesterday,
Cowboys fans, I knew y'all was cooked when basically Jerry defended like a big L and was like, "We had the most numbers of viewership. than any other team. I was like, oh, y'all could.
Oh, y'all, we could have afforded Derrick Henry, but we
You
can't.
know
afford
why?
him.
Because there are people like Case who like to watch them lose.
Fuck that. You know what it is? It's so crazy. I don't even know how that stupid ass moniker, America's team. That bullshit. Hold on.
I was about to ask that question. Can it still be called that?
I'm gonna be completely biased with this. It's a little biased. That America's team shit. Bill Belichick, Tom Brady, and Robert Kraft took that shit from them. They was winning all them bowls.
Yep.
Patriots should have been America's team. That Cowboy shit, no. You know the Cowboys are shot when Michael Irvin is talking about breaking the glass. So he said, you know the emergency thing on the wall? Say shatter in case of emergency. Mike was like, they should have shattered that shit yesterday. When Michael Cocaine Irvin
Get on the field and doggy.
Hey,
is saying it's a problem.
Hey, dog down. You hear me?
What I was going to say earlier, my sign that the Cowboys season was over was when they got hit by the Saints in week 2.
Oh my God!
That should have been a dead giveaway to everybody. Because no disrespect to Will and your Saints, the Cowboys should have won that game, and they got lit the fuck up. That was the dead giveaway that the season was going to be bunked no matter what.
Yeah.
To answer your question, Parsons did not play yesterday.
Oh, he didn't. I thought I saw you play. Okay.
Nope. He had 2 tackles against the Giants and injured his ankle. So, as of right now, McCarthy, as of 5 hours ago,
he just don't
5
want to
hours
lose
ago,
with
head
the
coach
rest
Mike
of them.
McCarthy told reporters Monday he's unsure if Parsons' ankle injury will play in Dallas's Week 8 matchup against the 49ers after their bye this week.
I don't say other.
Don't want to come back that week either.
Nope.
No.
Not with the way the 49ers are playing.
He's not coming back to play the 49ers.
San Fran can still run the ball without McCaffrey.
Yeah,
you hear me?
He's not playing.
They can still run the football.
Mason's legit.
Yep.
And the other guy looked, he looked pretty good running the ball yesterday.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name, but he was the
Yeah,
backup.
you're talking about that
behind,
guy with the weird. Hold on. Yeah, the weird last name. Because every time I read it, I get like, oh my God, am I going to say it right? Hold on a second. I'll pull it up.
They couldn't stop him either.
Real quick, Monday Night Football. We got the Bills over the New York Jets, 23-20.
Oh, they just scored. Okay, last I saw it was 20 up.
What we thinking about that game?
What's sad is
they both could lose.
The Commanders are better than the Jets this year. This is bad. This is
Jorendo was his last name, John Jorendo.
Okay, yeah, I wouldn't have been able to say that.
I had to look at that and be like, yeah.
With
I'm happy the
Buffalo,
Bills are winning.
you see the deficiency with Buffalo. They do not have a receiver that can separate.
No. You see it.
Shakir is their best receiver, but if he can't get separated, Josh has no one to throw to except Kincaid.
They need to get in the time machine and go get Stevie Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they need to do. Get in the time machine and go back.
He and Fred Jackson.
For right now,
shouldn't let Diggs go.
They need to go get Tyreek Hill.
Nah, they should have.
No,
they need to go get Tyreek Hill. Because you need to have one receiver for Josh Allen that can actually create separation and get down the field.
That's it.
Tyreek Hill fills that void. I don't know how the money works or the trade, what it looks like or anything like that. But if you can go get Tyreek Hill, if you're the Buffalo Bills, you should absolutely be doing it.
What about D-Hop?
No. You need Tyreek Hill. D-Hop doesn't have the speed.
He can't get separation.
Because Josh Allen doesn't have the best protection. That line is okay, but it's not great. You need somebody that's going to get down there quicker. D-Hop is a slant receiver now.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but he is.
You're right.
Still playing better than Calvin Ridley.
I mean, yeah, Calvin really needs to make
They
better.
ain't throwing Calvin Ridley the ball. So
You got Will Levis in Tennessee for crying out loud. He's terrible.
You see who his quarterback is? Will Levis.
Will Levis is terrible.
Hey, whoa. May we all not show respect to Mayo Boy because he's a piece of shit.
He is
fucking Mayo Boy.
Will Levis.
I put Mayo in my fucking
He's trash. Will Levis is trash.
He is horrible.
Garbage.
I mean, when I see him, I'm looking at him and Danny Dimes look like the same dude.
You mean Danny Derps?
They look like the same dude to me.
Derp.
And then Sunshine. Hold on, Sunshine out here looking bad.
We need to talk about.
Hey, he is, man.
Yeah,
Trevor Lawrence ain't that. I don't know.
But it's his squad. The squad trash.
No, there are some decisions that Lawrence has made this year that has been very bad.
That is a very true statement. And
Sunshine is on the Sunshine Band at this point. He's
Yeah.
not. He's not fucking. He's not fucking playing football right now.
Because Evan Ingram been hurt. Evan Ingram been hurt.
It doesn't. You still have Brian Thomas Jr. He is a great deep ball threat. You have
He
Christian
did nothing
Kirk.
this week.
Yeah, but there's something off with that. I don't know if it's coaching. I don't know if it's fundamentals. Something has to change in Jacksonville.
So
you got two good running backs in ETN.
Two good running backs.
ETN has been ruled out. ETN has an ankle injury. So
and then you have, even though he's been hurt, Evan Ingram, decent tight end, good tight end. You got Christian Kirk, who's been nothing this year. I mean, that
hold
team
on.
is,
There's two stats that just looking at yesterday's game, and this is just going off of yesterday's game. So the first thing that I see is Sunshine was 23 of 35 yesterday. It's a 65% completion ratio. That's not bad. But there's one other thing that I'm looking at when I see these stats from yesterday. Both Caleb Williams and Trevor Lawrence were sacked 3 times yesterday. Trevor Lawrence lost a total of 20 yards off of those 3 sacks. Caleb Williams lost 5. That's a protection issue. That screams that there is a protection issue because and also a decision-making issue because he's not only not getting out of the pocket in time, the pocket's breaking down quick, but he's making bad decisions about where he goes when he
in the process of it. Yeah.
Too many yards.
Not
That's
processing it right.
every time.
Yep. Considering this season, Trevor Lawrence has been sacked 15 times for 117 lost yards.
Damn.
That is, that's protection.
That's
Excellent decision making.
He been set. Wait, which week were we in? Week 7?
We're going into week 7 this week. So
week
that's
7.
6
He been
weeks.
set 12 times?
15.
15 times.
15. Yep. That's about 2.5, 3 sacks a game.
That ain't good.
Yep.
I
But again,
That's a
if you
protection
don't
issue,
have
too.
the receivers to get open, and you don't have the offensive line that's disciplined enough,
here's the thing. But we're making excuses about all these things for why he looks bad. He doesn't have enough receivers. They've got injury issues. He doesn't have the protection. These are all issues that Kansas City's dealt with, and they're 5-0.
You know what? And 7, you're 100% correct because I used to make that argument before with Brady and the Patriots when Tom Brady was throwing the Kimbrell Tompkins and Aaron Dobson.
Yep.
Same shit. You got to work with what you got out there.
Yep.
And Sunshine's been on the team long enough. You're a vet.
Yep.
You should be able to work with what you have. If you got a dink and dunk all the way to the field, then dink and dunk.
And it's not like they have
quarterbacks tend to lose more yards
and it's
when
not
they're
like they have
able to
coaching
run.
staff.
But mind
But
you,
the thing about it,
Caleb
but the thing
Williams
about
only
these
lost
two-
5 yards. 5.
True.
but the thing that kills me about Trevor Lawrence, they're still calling this man a generational talent, and I don't see it.
He's just talent. He's not producing.
Right.
He's got talent. He's not producing. So,
He is a talented individual, but to call him a generational talent is a mistake.
John, would you like him as your QB for the Vikings?
who's Sunshine?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, we got a great offensive line. Put him back there. He cool.
Okay. All right,
He
so
will
there's
have more
potential there.
time.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
it's
like I
not-
said, look at what Sam Darnold's doing versus everywhere else he's been. He got time to just sit back
And he has a dependable number 1.
the
the
and a
Vikings,
dependable
And number 2, when you look at it,
yep,
Because Jordan Addison's
And
playing really well.
Yep.
Hawkinson is on his way back. So
the Vikings do not get enough credit for how much their coaching, how much of an impact their coaching is having on the results that they have right now.
and
I will
our
also say
defense,
that-
I love it.
I was
man.
going
They're
to say
playing
the
great.
defense is
So-
severely underrated this year.
For
Brian
sure.
Flores is doing
give
a
them
good
and
job with
Green
that.
Bay props for what
He
they're
is
both doing right
throwing
now. 'Cause
great
both of them are playing well.
disguises at these quarterbacks.
Dude, like I said, the NFC North is playing really great football. To lose 15 games through 6 weeks, considering Jacksonville's lost 5, Cleveland's lost 5, the Giants, I think, have lost 5. That's 15 losses
The
right there to
Giants
have
just
a
fucking
division
suck.
that
It
is
is
playing
terrible.
that good. It's just
You let Joe Burrow scamper for a 50-yard touchdown run.
41.
Something is wrong. With the
I do
41,
like. I do like that rookie
Something
running
is
back.
wrong.
I do like Neighbors
Hey,
and Tracy for the Giants. I love
Tracy
both.
was Tracy was playing
Neighbors
good football.
had
yesterday.
Neighbors have played, I think the Giants would have had a better outcome.
Yeah,
Neighbors is injured. And
still.
how long is he?
he's
still
injured
been
right
out?
now with a concussion. I think.
Oh, is
Yeah.
he in concussion protocol?
Yeah, it was a concussion that he
Mhm.
suffered against Dallas.
Yep. But I like Neighbors and I love Tracy. I'm not a big Devin Singletary fan, but I love him. I love
Really?
Neighbors and Tracy.
Devin
No, sorry, it
Singletary
was,
was pretty good.
Yeah, right.
He was last year. He was real good.
He
At,
studied Eddie.
Texans.
He studied
Hey,
Eddie.
man.
Is there
He's somebody
He
that
played
can,
some
he's
good
somebody that
football
can
last
get you
year,
4
so.
5 yards. He's not spectacular. He's good.
Nah,
we gotta talk
but-
about Salah getting fired?
Oh,
Oh Lord.
Kyle,
Is
why
he-
don't you start us off? How do you
is
feel
he-
about Salah
Yeah.
being
All
fired?
right, go start it
Be a
off. Kyle.
struggling
Wait a
about this.
minute. Is he the first fucking coach to get escorted out of the building by security? Is he
I'm
the,
pretty sure Urban Meyer got escorted
I
out.
would
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
insane.
is he the first one?
He's
Yeah.
gotta be.
That's fucking nuts. Security escorted you out the building.
Hey, we gonna need you to come with us. Hey,
That's
Don't you pack
how they
your
got
stuff?
it out the office when he showed up.
We must
That's
escort
crazy.
you up. But I, in all seriousness, I look at it as, and I've noticed this trend forever.
Rodgers.
Defensive coordinators, like defensive coordinators now, to me, are not the best head coaches. They're
They
decent,
shouldn't be.
No.
but they're not
No.
the best.
Unless
I use Todd
Because they
Bowles.
don't.
Todd Bowles pisses me off when the Bucks look like shit. I'm gonna tell you that right now. In situations where they should be playing man, they're playing zone. In situations where they should play zone, they're playing man. Todd Bowles did a fantastic job as the coordinator, while Bruce Arians was the head coach and Byron Leftwich was the offensive coordinator.
Agreed.
Right.
Salah was flying high off of San Francisco's defense. He gets the opportunity to coach the Jets. He's a defensive-minded coach. They bolster this fantastic defense they're supposed to have, which is okay. It's not the greatest. But then at this point in time, you got Zach Wilson out there. I don't care if Aaron Rodgers got hurt. You got Zach Wilson out here, but they're supposed to match what the defense does. No, they look like shit. Ayahuasca Aaron Rodgers is the reason he got fired.
Yep.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I will absolutely agree with that. But
Yep, I agree.
the way the
Rodgers.
defense has been playing, you can't make the argument that the defense is what got Salah fired.
Oh no,
Because the defense for the Jets has been playing great.
He
defense.
built the defense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Case is absolutely right.
This
Defensive coordinators. Yeah, and I experienced it with Mike Zimmer.
Yeah.
Same
Hey,
thing.
his
He built
defense
our
got completely
defense.
destroyed by Detroit.
But when he was with the Bengals,
Yep.
that defense was top notch. He came to
And
the
then he
Vikings
became
as the
head
head
coach of the
coach,
Vikings, and his defense
and our
went to shit.
offense just went downhill, and the defense was good.
Yep.
Exact same.
I need to go
exact
back to
same
the
thing.
49ers.
The thing for me with the Jets is you fire a defensive minded coach for offensive production to keep from angering the ayahuasca overlord. Aaron
Not the
Rodgers.
overlord.
He is. He's the ayahuasca overlord.
That's
Because
funny.
it's already been said that Salah was considering firing Hackett.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to have a defensive minded head coach, and here's the thing, because you can do it, but you have to have an offensive coordinator that can run and call the offense. Nathaniel Hackett cannot call DoorDash.
Nope.
Shit.
He cannot call 911.
Shit.
That's
He
rude.
cannot call 911.
That's so rude.
There are a lot of people. There are a lot of people who joke about Andy Reid carrying a
That was
Waffle House menu.
cold-blooded.
This dude
I blame
had
him.
like the children's menu at Golden Corral.
No,
This
he's got the IHOP kids menu, and he still can't call shit.
He fits under the Golden Corral, Paul.
Hold on, what's that?
Wait,
The country?
the way y'all talking trash
He
about
gets
him,
it
is he
free.
worse than Doc Rivers? Is he Doc Rivers of NFL coaching trash? Is that
He's
that's
worse.
not
No,
different.
that's
he got
Mike McCarthy.
Nathaniel Hackett got fired from Denver after what, 13 games? The only coach
How did
that got
he get this
fired
job?
faster than he
Wait.
did.
How did he get this job?
Because he is somebody
Buddies with
that
Aaron
will
Rodgers.
he is buddy with Aaron Rodgers and will do whatever
Exactly.
Aaron Rodgers wants. That is why Nathaniel
he's a
Hackett has
meathead.
this job.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
He's a meathead.
He's an ass kisser.
There you go.
Nathaniel Hackett isn't the one on the other side of the wall in the glory hole. He's the actual hole in the wall for the glory.
Oh my god! Not the glory.
Disgusting.
And you guys thought Sparky was bad for the show.
This is wicked right now. This is
Wow.
That's wicked.
That is wicked, boy. You don't know what's on the
Hold
other
on.
side of
What's
that
that
hole.
What's that? What is that southern restaurant where you have the gift shop and you got to go through the gift shop to get to the restaurant?
Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel. That's what I was going to say. Nathaniel Hackett has the kids menu at Cracker Barrel. That's
No,
what he
don't
has.
disrespect Cracker Barrel like that.
Oh,
That's
dude, I love
exactly
Cracker Barrel.
one of the
No,
best.
One of them
Biscuits
days
and
in my house. Don't
gravy.
disrespect.
I was about to say,
Biscuits.
I just had them pancakes on Sunday.
Biscuits
Yeah.
and gravy.
For real.
scrambled eggs.
Yeah.
I
That shit
did.
was good.
Casserole, I will do some sketchy shit for
Them
that.
edges was crispy.
You'll do some sketchy shit from Cracker Barrel.
Fuck
What?
yeah.
That shit's expensive.
Yeah.
It is.
And
huh?
that shit's like
Good,
crack.
It is.
Have you had Cracker Barrel?
Yes, they have fried
Smothered and
apples.
covered.
It'd be
Dude,
so
you
good.
think Waffle House has some good smothered and covered gravy? No. Cracker Barrel's gravy is on par with Waffle House.
I really don't think you're talking to her about Southern gravy right now.
Oh,
I hope not.
dude, that
You just shut the fuck up.
shut up 7. Shut up
Shut the fuck
7. Shut up
Shut the fuck
7.
up.
Shut up 7.
Oh my goodness. And on
speaking
that note,
Speaking of
and on
A-Rod,
that note,
he just threw an interception. Bills have the ball. 152 in the fourth. Bills are up 23-20.
Aaron fucking Rodgers, the ayahuasca overlord strikes again.
We picked him off 3 times. I had a great day that day.
Yeah.
yeet.
Yeah, man.
Somebody fantasy looking extra good.
Mm-hmm.
Particularly my pick of the Bills defense and fantasy this week. Yes, sir.
Man,
All right.
Good call.
All right.
I made the mistake in fantasy of benching Baker Mayfield, but luckily I started Jordan Love, so I only missed out on like 3 points.
Well, and it doesn't
okay.
help that Baker threw 3 interceptions and Jordan only threw 1. So if you have a league where you
Yeah.
lose points,
Be
for every
Jordan had
turnover-
4 touchdowns.
Let's be clear. 2 of those picks were tips.
Yep.
Facts.
Picks were tips.
Facts.
Yeah.
So Will, while you're sitting there harping about your Saints, their defense took the ball away from Baker. So that's something to build on for Thursday night against the Broncos.
And still lost.
Never won.
Never lost.
And still lost. And you got Sean Payton coming to town. Look, I ain't no Bo Nix fan, so I hope they crush Denver. But
Can we talk about
he's
Bo
playing
Nix?
better.
No,
He's getting
Bo
better.
Nix
He's
is
not
a second
looking
half
awful.
quarterback. Bo Nix is a second half quarterback. The last 3 weeks, Bo Nix has had 27 yards of passing offense. He had 7 yards of passing offense against the Jets, and he had like 28 passing yards the week before. The guy's got to get consistent throughout the entire game and not wait until the fourth quarter and be like, okay, I guess I'll come play now.
But 2, he
that's-
shouldn't be your leading rusher.
No.
That's awful.
But you're also asking Sean Payton to actually coach.
this is true.
Yeah.
This is true.
And I'm sorry, but that is not what Sean Payton is good at. Drew Brees was successful because Drew Brees was naturally fucking talented. That had
Yeah.
nothing to do with Sean Payton.
Right.
Drew Brees
Right.
was Drew Brees.
Look, when you
Straight
get
up.
Kevin James to play you as a documentary on Netflix, you got problems.
Wow.
I'm not
Oh,
saying,
man.
I'm just saying Kevin James is not the best actor to be portrayed as.
Hashtag
Nah.
Bountygate.
Yep.
That's cold.
Yep.
All right, y'all. And on that note, your boy got to go to work tomorrow. So let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. 7, what you got coming up this week, my friend?
A whole lot of work. Probably my blood pressure is going to keep climbing too because my wife's been having back problems. So I'm doing all the shit around the house. And God damn it, there's some messy fucking people here, and I think it's me. But no, other than that, man, check out the TikTok, FGD7, a lot of mental health content, and yeah, Black Ops 6 comes out next week, man.
Hell
Dragon
yeah,
Ball
Game
Sparking
Pass.
Zero out now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. I got to check that out.
That thing out now.
Mm.
We just got the auto dodge. That ain't fair.
Nope.
We talk about that on Geek Out on this Saturday.
Hell yeah, let's go.
So what you got coming up this week?
Shit. I don't know. Just work.
James Harden fan fiction.
No.
Damn.
I told you he's a homie. It's
James
not
Harden
like
book
that.
signing.
Book signing.
Book
We can
signing.
get past page 1, unlike LeBron, anyways.
Oh.
But no, it's scary season, so I don't know. It's gonna be good. So a couple of weekends, I might go to a scary event or something. So
Like
yeah,
a haunted house.
yeah, like Six Flags, Field Scream, stuff like that. But it's scary season, so this is my season.
Yeah. You have fun with that. I'm gonna stay in my house and just eat all the candy because I don't like trick or treaters knocking on my door asking for shit.
Stay in the house and play with your dragon.
You
Yeah.
there's a
Put the
sign-
dragon outside. It will scare people. Put the dragon outside.
No,
Ando,
Sparky is friendly enough. He'll go home with someone else.
Ando, you look like there's a sign.
He
in
don't
your
need
yard
that in
why
his life.
trick-or-treaters don't come to your house.
Exactly.
What'd you say,
Sorry.
I what I said was you look like there's a sign in your front yard. That's why kids don't come to your house on Halloween.
Fuck
Oh,
you.
That's the
Fuck
sign.
you.
That's the sign.
But that was funny. Fuck you, but that was funny.
That's not the sign.
I love you, Ando.
Yep, I
Oh
know.
my God.
Right back at
John,
you,
what you
Seven.
got going on, sweet man?
I ain't got much going on. I forgot to do some recording this week. So I'll just be at work.
Ando, what
That's
you got
about
going
it.
on?
Besides the Geek Outlet podcast on Saturday, which you can catch on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Not shit. Are we going down to Omaha Thursday to drop the parents off at
Omaha.
Yeah, gonna get me some Dunkin' Donuts and Krispy Kreme because Sioux City is too poor to get their own Krispy Kreme and Dunkin' Donuts. So I'm gonna get my ass nice and fat on some donuts. And yeah, see
Whoa.
you guys on Saturday for the Geek Outlet podcast.
All right. Kyle, what you got going on this week, man?
Shit, I got some family coming in from out of town that I got to entertain middle of the week. So
All you got to do is show them Super Bowl
You don't
52
sound too
highlights.
thrilled about that.
I'm not.
Keep them
Damn.
entertained. Super Bowl 52 highlights. They'll love you, Kyle.
Mm-mm.
That's about it. Nothing else. Nothing major.
All right. All right.
What about
all
you,
right.
man?
If there is nothing else, I want to say thank you for everybody coming through to the Sports Report podcast. We do appreciate it. Don't forget to check us out YouTube, Twitch, and of course on the Roku app, National Streaming Sports. Definitely check us out every Monday at 10 p.m. Eastern. And we'll see you guys next week. Peace.